they could face severe immigration consequences for actually leaving the country before their green cards are processed here in the United States.
Alexis Pendergraft works at CWS Durham, a nonprofit that handles immigration cases. She shares the same concerns she's hearing from her clients. In a May 22nd policy memo, U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services says an adjustment of status for people applying for their green card in the United States would only be considered in extraordinary circumstances. Otherwise, you'd have to leave the country to go through that process.
In this particular policy memo, it really does target family cases and employment cases.
Pendergraft says the policy isn't clear and goes against guidelines set by the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services. According to USCIS, people in the U.S. on temporary visas, such as students or temporary workers, are expected to return to their home countries and apply for an immigration visa at a U.S. embassy or consulate. Pendergraft says it's not always that easy, as some countries don't have a functioning U.S. embassy at this time.
This memo actually goes directly against that policy manual. And so, again, attorneys are looking for clarity on this.
The USCIS memo online reads in part, when aliens apply from their home country, it reduces the need to find and remove those who decide to slip into the shadows and remain in the U.S. illegally after being denied residency. Pendergraft says most people she works with that are eligible for a green card have come here lawfully and are usually in the country on a family or work visa.
Often I tell clients it could take years. And that number of time is just getting bigger and bigger with all these new policies and restrictions and limitations. The list of people waiting is just growing.
Pendergraft thinks people should be allowed to wait for their legal status here in the U.S. without incident. Pendergraft says people should seek legal counsel before leaving the U.S. voluntarily.
There are 75 countries that have actually been under some sort of travel ban condition of various different entries. And so actually the leaving of the country and then coming back, they wouldn't be allowed to come back to the country.
Jatrissa Wooten, Spectrum News 1.